Hello friends, the technical factors on Quant or QNT is showing more of a bearish bias. So in today's video, I will break down the technical analysis that I've prepared for you. So I think the most obvious thing you can see on the chart is the trend line. So this trend line, there's a reaction at this trend line. And you may be wondering why price maybe did not react along this line, but then it reacts at this point. So if you, easy explanation is to look left and you can spot that the zone here, it has served as a previous support and resistance and then a support. So these places actually acts as a confluence to the trend line. So the reaction tends to happen around these areas. Secondly, we have the bearish impulsive Elliott wave structure. So currently there's a potential wave 5 that is building up, and we can confirm that it is a wave 5 once the low of the wave 3 is taken out. Lastly, we have some bearish indicators. Normally I use stochastics and MACD. In this case, you can see that the stochastic seems to have given us a bullish signal, but according to the theory, it would be better to see the price going into the oversold zone and then breaking up above the lower boundary. So in this case, I will give it a miss. I won't consider this as a strong signal. And moreover, you have the MACD still in negative territory. So yeah, it's quite a safe guess that the prices are still very much under pressure. So you see, with these three elements together, I can form a bearish bias for Quant. And what is likely to happen is that prices are likely to move lower to the previous supports that were acting as troughs. Okay. So to delve deeper into the bearish case, so I'll be bearish as long as Quant stays below the 125 and 124 zone. Well, this resistance zone is important because in a previous analysis, I mentioned that 125 is a key area to break for prices to go lower. So that materialized. And if you are, I would be wondering why then price did not respect the 125 when it came to this point. It's because one explanation from a technical point of view is that wave fall around here tends to be corrective. So the price action here is usually very messy, but the invalidation of the 0.4 will come when price goes above this resistance, which in this case you can see the reaction. So in theory, this is a perfect wave fall with a resistance of the wave 1 overlap. And with the current price action, you can see some resistance. The challenge that the bulls are trying to get above 124.25. But as long as the price stays below this resistance zone, price is likely to revisit the 121.64 support, which is the validation level of the wave 3 that I mentioned just now. And it will proceed to 119.75. which is the standard target of the Elliott wave 5. Okay. How about in an alternative case where the bears are not able to sustain the resistance zone? So what we will likely see is that once the bulls has taken out the zone, it's very likely that they will push higher to retest the support resistance flip. So that is how the analysis on Quant is likely to play out today. Again, this is the overview. So if you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below. All right.